Global power shifts, high-stakes diplomacy, and rising tensions. This week, the world is at a turning point. I'm your host, Shani Singhal, and this is BTT World News. Let's get into it. At the Munich Security Conference, European leaders reaffirmed their commitment to Ukraine as pressure mounts amid ongoing Russian aggression. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has pushed for a European army, arguing that the continent must be self-reliant in its defense. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz warned that Europe must prepare for long-term resistance, especially as uncertainty grows around US support under Trump. In response, Britain and France are now considering deploying troops independently, signaling a major shift in European defense policy. This move is not just about Ukraine, it's about Europe taking control of its own security beyond NATO. In a stunning geopolitical twist, US and Russian officials met in Saudi Arabia to discuss possible resolutions to the Ukraine war. Ukraine was not invited, which led President Zelensky to immediately denounce the talks, calling them a betrayal of Ukraine's sovereignty. The US and Russia reportedly agreed to explore a ceasefire framework, raising global concerns about Washington's diplomatic shift. Some see this as a step toward de-escalation, while others fear backdoor deals could undermine Ukraine's fight. This development raises significant questions about whether US foreign policy is beginning to realign. The Indo-Pacific region is on high alert as Chinese warships conduct an unprecedented military operation near Australia's northern waters. The People's Liberation Army Navy deployed multiple vessels in what is being described as a strategic show of force. Australia's Deputy Prime Minister Richard Marles responded by saying that the nation is closely monitoring the situation, but stopped short of calling it an act of aggression. This comes just weeks after Chinese military drills near Taiwan, reinforcing concerns that Beijing is expanding its military footprint across the region. The key question now is whether this is posturing or a sign of more to come. Australia's energy sector is facing new uncertainty after a federal delay on a multi-billion-dollar LNG project sparked backlash. The Northwest Shelf LNG expansion, a critical energy and job project, has been postponed by Environment Minister Tanya Pilbersek for another 30 days. Western Australia's Energy Minister Rhys Whitby criticised the decision, calling it politically motivated and a threat to Australian jobs. The federal government, however, insists that stricter environmental reviews are necessary before granting approval. This clash between state and federal authorities is just the latest in a growing debate over Australia's energy future. Global markets are reacting to rising trade tensions and political uncertainty. President Trump's renewed tariff threats are shaking global trade, adding to economic volatility. Despite this, US and European markets remain strong, with stocks approaching record highs. Gold prices have surged as investors seek safe haven assets amid growing instability. The Federal Reserve has hinted at showing its balance sheet reduction, a move meant to stabilize financial markets. While the economy remains resilient, underlying geopolitical risks continue to threaten long-term stability. The world is shifting rapidly. These stories aren't just headlines, they are history in the making. If you found this update valuable, hit like, share it with others, and subscribe for our weekly insights. I'm Shani Singhal, and we're here every week with what matters most. See you next time on BTT World News.